start with an opening statement from the coach.
I'll tell you what, pretty impressive win by our guys today, going up against a young man, Cade Cavalli over at Oklahoma, who, in my opinion, should be a candidate for Team USA, and I told him that out there. Pretty impressive stuff. He's going to be something pretty special, and really fortunate that our guys were able to grab a couple runs off him early and then be able to withstand that throughout the rest of the game.
Okay, questions for our student athletes.
Paul, last week you had a rough game. I mean, to come out today and do what you did to get a big win, your first time here at Brooktown. I mean, how did that feel?
I know, obviously I was excited to go out there. I was ready to kind of wipe away that last outing, and it was big to go out that first inning and get those 3 outs just right off the bat. That was huge, just to gain more confidence and to know that I was able to do it. And so it was also huge just to have 2 big bombs from these guys. That's always great whenever you can go out there with a lead like 5-0, 6-0. That's always a confidence booster. So I was really pumped and excited to go out there.
Their coach, Coach Johnson, mentioned that the inning, I think it was the 3rd inning, where they got like 2nd and 3rd. You got out of that. He called that a separator for you in terms of just able to keep going and have more confidence and stuff. I mean, did you feel that way?
Yes, sir. Whenever runners on base, like, nothing changes. Like, you got to be intense up there. And, like, just because they have a runner on third base with less than 2 outs, like, doesn't mean that runner has to score. And so, like, that's kind of the mindset that I want to have out there. And with a great defense like we have out on the field, like, it gives me confidence to throw strikes, to fill up the zone, and know that our guys can make plays out there. So,
Shay, when you hit yours, did you know it was out, or did you?
No, I didn't think it was going to get out when I first hit it. I thought I hit it too high, but luckily the wind gave me a little help.
To start off like that, does that just kind of give y'all a little boost?
Oh, absolutely. Especially, like Coach Ross said, against a guy like Cade Cavalli. The kid's an unreal pitcher. He's got really good stuff, and when a guy like that's on the mound, you have to really lock in and really stick with your approach. Otherwise, your team is not going to get anything that whole day. And to start off 2-0 early on a guy like that, it got us really pumped up.
Andy, right after they didn't convert when it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, you hit yours. He said he had a sinking pitch that didn't sink.
Is that what he said?
That's what Cade said.
That sank pretty good, I thought. No, it felt good. I come in after my first at bat and talked to Coach Rod about my timing, and something felt a little off. I was asking him, am I drifting? Am I foot not down? He just basically told me I was late. So I went up there 2nd at bat and just thought to myself, get your foot down and let everything take care of itself, and it did.
Did your ball go farther than Shay's?
Of course it did.
Still going.
Yeah. No. Probably about the same distance.
That's such a cheesy.
Yeah, I went further. Way further. Thank you.
Up to it, yeah.
Shay, do you know someone named Alexa Langoliers?
I do.
Is that your sister?
That is my sister, yes.
She hit a bomb today, too.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I haven't got to talk to her. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, she's the athlete of the family.
Thanks for spoiling that, Brian.
great.
Appreciate it.
Sorry.
In case you're wondering, your sister had homemade advice to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
I know you usually talk to her, and it's usually like a big thing for them. Who's just going to go ahead and take the liberty of just
I thought it would be a nice thing.
Did they win?
I think they were still playing last I looked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Spoilers.
They were up 3-0.
Oh, that's good.
Well, you were able to get a couple of those strikeouts up in the zone. Was that a kind of a game plan coming into the day? Fastballs up in the zone, or was that something that you were just able to get those 2 outs?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes fastballs up are a pitcher's best friend. Like, if you can get it up above the zone, up above the belt, then that's normally the guys can't really hit it up there. But, I mean, thankfully, Strauss, he's an awesome pitching coach, and so the way that he calls the game, I have complete confidence, and like, I never really shake, and so, I mean, that's what he was calling, and so thankfully I was able to get it up there. Yeah.
Shay, what were your thoughts on Paul and what he did out there?
Yeah, I thought he did amazing today. He did exactly what we needed to start this tournament. the first day, you need your starter to go deep in the game to help save the bullpen and dominate, and that's what we got from him.
Okay, any more questions for our student athletes? Okay, we'll let you guys go back to the locker room and thank you.
Sit down.
No, Coach, you're not going anywhere.
You want us to stay for you, Coach?
I think I'll be all right.
Thanks, guys.
You guys can go back to the locker room.
Good luck tomorrow, guys.
Thank you.
To the locker room.
Yeah, go back to the locker room.
Thank you.
Sorry if I ruined your
I'll text you later, Jerry.
He was telling me, he's like, I can't wait to talk to my family. See how my sister did.
Okay, now, questions for the head coach.
Steve, to get that kind of an outing out of Paul, I mean, you heard Shay just say it, that's what you need. I mean, how nice was that?
I'll tell you what, after going through the entire tournament last year, being able to get to the championship day, you see just the taxing that it has on your pitching staff. And, when you have a starter that doesn't maybe go, deep into the game or halfway through a game and your bullpen has to get out there early, it can really just really wear them down and get to the point where toward the end of the tournament it gets pretty trying for your pitching staff. And so having him being able to go out there and do what he did was pretty special for us, just to make sure that our bullpen is going to be intact, and hopefully we can kind of do the same thing tomorrow.
Coach, what did you see from Davis out there? Was he just trying to knock some of that rust off today? He came up with some runners in scoring position. Was just trying to see how you felt
To
about
be
it.
honest, I had this is going to sound very odd, but I did not have a lot of expectations. He's phenomenal defensively. He's a force in there. I knew there was going to be some timing issues. I knew there was going to be some pitch recognition stuff. But the biggest thing is I need him to get out there and just get some pitches. And he's the kid that when it happens, you're going to know it real quick. Because as soon as he gets locked in, it's pretty special, and it's just going to take a couple at bats for him. I think I don't want to put any kind of pressure on him like that, but I just think that he's the kid that if it's going to happen, he's kind of like Shea. He's going to force himself to get better each and every day.
Do you feel like when Shea hit that early bomb, like you said, against a really good pitcher, does that give confidence to the other hitters? Because, I mean, obviously several had success.
I think it does. When you see him rolling out 95, 96 miles an hour, and he's mixing in breaking balls for strikes, and you're like, okay, this is going to be a tight ball game. It just really is. When we're able to get a ball up into the wind like we did, and we're able to get a couple runs on the board, in my head I'm like, okay, this might be a 2-1, 2-0 ball game. And then Andy hits his, and you're just like, okay, now this could be a 4-0 for me, because you just don't know how deep he's going to go, because he has a really good arm. He's a good athlete, and that's the thing is when you have good athletes like that, they're going to find a way to compete. And I thought he did a really good job today, but luckily enough, our guys were able to get a hold of a couple of those fastballs.
In the fourth, when he came up with the 2 strikeouts with runners on second and third, I mean, was he teetering at that point, or were those just hits by really good hitters?
I mean, base hit to the left. They're going to get hits. That's their whole goal as well, is to put guys on base. And that ball that was smashed off the wall, you're like, okay, now it's second and third. And, the big thing for us was like he was able to kind of settle down, and that you see his mentality. It's there's not a whole lot of change. The heartbeat is going to stay the same, and that's what's great about him, is that he's like, okay, they got a double, so what? And so now let me get back to work. He missed a spot, and there he was able to execute. After that, and so that for me was the big thing. And like you said, he has complete trust in Coach Strauss and everything that he's calling up there, and his job. And he knows when he doesn't execute a pitch. It's not like you have to kind of tell him about it. So he's well aware of it, and that's what makes him a really good pitcher for us.